FM brings you all the stories. KDFM News, proudly sponsored by MTN.
Osmosis again.
Osmosis try to pay. Money wasn't enough. He checked every pocket. Money wasn't enough. Osi we're sorting it. With Momo we're sorting it.
Esente zawe zaba zitakumara iyongeraho na Momo Advance. Kozesa Momo app ningo mige star MMK5 star 5 hash okushashura ibishare okusindika sente ningo kugura za bando yesotinge na Momo inkora n'ubushoshoreke nibikuratirwa MTN Momo nereberwa banki nkuru ya Uganda.
Yanchi Karuguza bakurete promotion yo mwaka guno muyaka kujanja bibwa
habuli ndwaire ha mitwaro mukaga ni 15 zonka kuletere kome kikebera buli nyakalingo ye ndwaire ha sentezo pressure ulcers ensigo omutima obune amanige kazine kisaija kuterwa omutwe kulemera mu nsonga kurumwenderalera buli katundu kona bakuletere green tea okarwara maino obaga kaguba ija bakujanja
tukusuburira cyane mbazi tugisaze ucweka tano hakikumi emitwaro mukaga so kutandika odozi yawo boka kiri burwaire bwawe
basange Karuguza urabire hatandi Big Bank amajaki kada hahina welding balirana ba complex guest house nekipande no banokiro bakora mandi paka sandi haziro msanju munana mukaga 13 oba 070 rwenda tane mu 023 nitwe abatiyanshi Karuguza ija tukwijanja
For how Chinese bantu bangi muno ohulira kyansimba hano nkwata hamugongo ekifuba kikuremera oburumi munyingomu baitu hati wekwata ba for how Chinese bamuni bayijanja bano kira kimo ebirwaire no biraga nenkoro yawe yokikugu bayine byoma ebya meridian therapy nibikonyera okwigula binywa kutereza migongo ali nyaba kusasa nibakumara mu busase bona bwino munyingo hati nyaba kuzimbe bigere mugenda mubayikire nibakora handwereza maiso nibajanja basukali harusazi okwetaga kusara size okendezo munyeto gwine oyinekizimu kyo kusanyarara hamuna inywa batayirwe stroke niba batereza ni mugaruko kurungi muno aba for how Chinese hano mukaruguza basange amuhanda gwa kizizi ogugenda vision hakyomba ko kyakona house hayi ne ichundiro lya magiteri yaka opposite Millennium Guest House rundi baterera namba ze simu 0 kinana na mnana musanjira musanju asatu na mnana na 0 mwenda nkaga na ibiri kinana na isatu anna nemu for how Chinese hamuno bujanja byo burungi.
Esaha zikire msanjo zeihangwe ohulirize KDR 10 fama akaire kanu nikakuletewa
MTN. Esente zawo zikuba zitarukumara nozongeraho na Momo Advance wekonyeze Momo app runo miga sita mukaga 5 star 5 hashi oyongereho kandi osasule bills sindika sente runo gule bundles wesotinga na Momo. MTN
Uganda nirebererwa ekitongole kya Uganda Communications Commission.
A very good afternoon. My name is Deo Asiimwe. I welcome you to KDR News at 1 in the detail. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, also the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces and the National Chairman of the National Resistance Movement, NRM, has summoned the NRM Parliamentary Caucus to State House in Entebbe this Friday. The meeting, scheduled for 10 a.m. at State House in Entebbe, has sparked speculation among members of Parliament who have not been informed of the agenda. According to the notice issued by the government chief whip, Dennis Hamson Oboa, all the members of Parliament and independent NRM-leaning MPs are expected to attend. While the agenda remains unclear, some members of the Parliament believe that the meeting may discuss the recent Supreme Court ruling that stripped the powers of the General Court Martial. Other possible topics of discussion include the progress of President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni's nationwide tour on the Parish Development Model (PDM). It is worth noting that President Museveni previously summoned NRM members of Parliament to State House in Entebbe to discuss various issues including government service delivery and party strategy. In one such meeting, Museveni emphasized the importance of rationalizing the government agencies and public expenditure to save trillions of shillings. Over to Hoima district, the police in Hoima city yesterday arrested 5 individuals who stormed the Bunyoro Kitara Kingdom offices in an attempt to remove the cultural institution's Prime Minister Andrew Byakutaga. The group led by Lennox Mugume claimed that Byakutaga's term had expired and that a 2024 High Court ruling had ordered an interim cabinet to assume office. The confrontation took place at the Karuzika Palace in Hoima City yesterday, where both the police and the UPDF Royal Guard swiftly intervened. The group demanded access to various ministerial offices, including that of the Prime Minister, but after 20 minutes standoff, Hoima City Police, led by the commander Jimmy Tumuine, arrested the group. The incident unfolded at the Kingdom Administration Office, and the UPDF soldiers who were guarding the palace were brought in to reinforce police to have the 5 people arrested. The arrests come months after the interim cabinet appointed by the kingdom's chief prince, Fred Ruchinya Mugenyi, was denied access to the kingdom offices despite a court ruling in their favor. On 16th of December last year, the High Court in Hoima ruled that Dr. Kasiriva Twoki Baltazar, the interim Prime Minister, and his ministers appointed in September 2023 should assume office and carry out administrative duties. However, the ruling has not been implemented, fueling tensions within the kingdom leadership. The group that stormed the offices carried documents including the court's consent judgment, which had been issued in the case between Deo Asiimwe and the kingdom's chief prince. Julius Alan Hachiza, the Albertine Region Police spokesperson, has confirmed the arrests, stating that the suspects will face charges including inciting violence. Now, as schools across the country reopen for the new academic term, the Uganda Police Force has issued a stern warning to parents, school administrators, and financial institutions on safety concerns, including students' security, fraud, illicit items, and fire hazards. Addressing the press, the police spokesperson Kituma Rusoke yesterday highlighted the dangers students face when returning to school, urging all the stakeholders to take the necessary precautions. Kituma warns of increasing fraud cases targeting parents and students at commercial banks during school fees payments. He urges the banks to enhance security during peak school fees payment periods and encourage the adoption of electric payment methods to minimize the risks. The police also raised concerns about the safety of children traveling to school unaccompanied, urging parents to ensure their children travel safely, and has called on the schools to tighten access control to prevent unauthorized individuals from picking up students from the school. A stern warning, Kituma has criticized schools lacking fire safety measures, including the fire extinguishers and the trained personnel. A study found that 18% of Ugandan schools have experienced fire outbreaks, with 35% of all investigated fire incidents occurring in schools since 2020. Now, the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development is considering a shift in its approach to empowering beneficiaries of the government programs by providing equipment instead of liquid cash. This revelation was made by the ministry's permanent secretary, Agri Chibenge, during his visit to Kaliro district to assess the progress of the support Jua Kali enterprises to transition into the formal economy, in bracket Sente program. The center program aims to boost productivity and profitability in the informal sector by helping small enterprises transition into the formal economy. However, Chibenge says that a recent study by the ministry found that many beneficiaries, particularly under the youth livelihood program, often divert the cash towards projects with which they lack experience, leading to losses and inability to repay the revolving loans. While programs like the Uganda Women's Entrepreneurship Program, WAPE, and the Sente program have had notable success, the Youth Livelihood Program has faced challenges. Many youth participants make hasty business decisions which ultimately jeopardize their financial stability. Chibenge emphasizes the importance of groups forming cooperatives to access equipment through the center program rather than relying on cash grants. The Ministry of Gender is considering this shift as a more sustainable method of supporting beneficiaries and ensuring they are equipped with the tools needed to succeed in their ventures.
You are still listening to KDR News Broadcast. This is the news on the international scene.
Now for the news on the international scene, Democratic Republic of Congo. The M23 rebel group operating under the Alliance Relieve Congo AFC has announced a unilateral ceasefire beginning today, citing humanitarian concerns amid the escalating conflict in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. However, the timing of the announcement following South Africa's vow to reinforce its troops in Democratic Republic of Congo and mounting international pressure on Rwanda to withdraw its forces has raised questions about the rebels' true intentions. In an official communique issued and signed by Lawrence Kanyuka, the AFC spokesperson yesterday said the M23 claimed that the ceasefire is in response to the humanitarian crisis caused by the Kinshasa regime, while reiterating its commitment to protecting civilians in areas under its control. The ceasefire announcement comes shortly after the South African President Cyril Ramaphosa vowed to reinforce South Africa National Defense Forces SANDF troops deployed in the Democratic Republic of Congo under the South African Development Community Mission in the DRC. Ramaphosa has condemned the recent attacks that killed at least 14 South African soldiers and has called for Rwanda to immediately withdraw its forces from Congolese territory, accusing Kigali of backing M23, a charge Rwanda has denied. The international community has increasingly voiced concerns over the Rwanda-alleged involvement, warning that the conflict risks spiraling into a broader regional crisis. Dear listener, it is 11 minutes past 1 p.m. We take a quick look on the top stories as we wind up today's afternoon cast. President Museveni summons NRM members of parliament to State House amid speculation over agenda. 5 arrested after storming Bunyoro Kitara Kingdom offices. Police warn schools, parents on safety as first term opens, and the M23 rebels announced ceasefire amid global pressure. That marks the end of today's afternoon bulletin. My name is Deo Asiimwe. I wish you the best of your afternoon and a nice lunch.
All of over the world, local, regional, national, and international. KDR FM brings you all the stories. KDR FM News, Worlds, really sponsored by MTN.
Osmosis again.
Osmosis try to pay. Money wasn't enough. He checked every pocket. Money wasn't enough. Osi we sorting it. With momo we sorting it.
Esente zawe zaba zitakumara iyongeraho na Momo Advance. Kozesa Momo app ningo mige star MMK5 star 5 hash okushashura ebishare okusindika sente ningo kugura za bando yesotinge na Momo enkora n'ubushoshoreke nibikuratirwa MTN Momo nereberwa banki nkuru ya Uganda.
Tiyanchi Karuguza bakurete promotion y'umwaka guno myaka kujanja bibwa
habuli ndwaire ha mitwaro mukaga ni 15 zonka kuletera kome kikebera buli nyakalingo yendwaire ha sentezo pressure ulcers ensigo omutima obune amanige kazine ekisajja kuterwa omutwe kulemera mu nsonga kurumwenderalera buli katundu kona bakuletera green tea okarwara maino obaga kaguba ijja bakujanja
tukusuburira cyane mbazi tugisaze ucweka tano hakikumi emitwaro mukaga so kutandika wadozi ya uboka kiri burwaire bwawe
basange Karuguza urabire Stand Big Bank amajaki kada hahina welding balirana ba complex guest house nekipande no banokiro bakora mandi paka sandi haziro msanju mnana mukaga 13 oba 070 rwenda tane 023 nitwe abatiyanshi Karuguza ijja tukwijanja
For how Chinese bantu baingi muno ohulira kyansimba hano nkwata hamugongo